Hello there. This is Instructor Brian Ferris of Solus Financial, and I'm here to bring you another great video. This video has to do with money habits, and everybody has problems with money habits and money habits that keep you broke. It's the way to go in America. Work and be broke. That's what it's all about, it seems. But there's options out there with just a little bit of discipline that can happen. Now, what are money habits? Basically, money habits are well, for example, since we are focusing on the younger generation, just ask your mom and dad sometimes what keeps them broke if you think they are, and they'll tell you if things that you do, places that you go, if you go on trips or whatever. Everybody's different, and a lot of families they like to spend money and just live for the day instead of looking for the future when that rainy day or that unexpected situation will happen. But most people don't realize they're stuck in financial habits that quietly drain their future. Sit and think about that for a few seconds. Think about that really, really hard as we move on. Okay, so let's start with habits. Habit number one: emotional spending. Very bad in a lot of ways. Buying things to feel better in the moment. But feeling broke later. I'm gonna go off the ball here for a second and tell you what's an exact sample, and this is for the older generation. For some reason, you go out and you drink and you get drunk, and then you feel good. You feel good for a few hours, but then after it's all over with and you come back to earth, now you feel sick and you feel miserable. But guess what? You had the same problem has not gone away. That's kind of what this is, buying things to feel better in a moment. You drank to feel better, but then you feel crappy later. Well, in this case, where you feel broke later. So, what do? Buying to feel better keeps you broke. It's absolutely true. You have to learn to do things that don't cost money. Uh, and you can't budget or do anything on emotion. Emotion is a driver that can get you into a lot of trouble. And when you buy on emotion and make decisions on emotion, people get hurt. That's just the way it is. So, how do we replace impulse buying with intentional goals? Sorry. Well, you got to try to use discipline and meaning. So, impulse buying. Let's say you want to go out to McDonald's and spend 25 bucks on the family or whatever. Or if you're a young adult and maybe you and your girlfriend want to go out and eat. Okay, so you spend 15, 20 bucks at McDonald's. That's 15 or $20 where you could have went and maybe got, a couple of TV dinners or something very minor for $4 and the two of you could have eaten on it. So you would have saved $16. That $16 you can put into an investment. So before spending, ask, do I need this or am I escaping something? So that's just basically comes down to wants and needs. Do I want this? But I need this. You need to get the needs. You don't have to necessarily get the wants. The wants kind of like a rewarding yourself. You do not want to reward yourself all the time. You want to take the extra money that you don't need and excuse me, there is some construction going on. And then take that and take the money that you would be spending as far as your want, take that and change your want to an investment, whether it's into silver, gold. You realize, you could go out and buy 20 bucks worth of silver, 20 bucks worth of gold, just real simple thing, and it would build up. It builds and builds on itself. It's always going to be worth what it is. Habit two, living for the weekend. Can't tell you throughout my life how many times I did that. Because you work all week, you work the old rut system, Then you turn around and it's the weekend. Wow. Okay. You got paid on Friday. Now it's time to go have some fun, to let myself escape, to relax and whatever else. So basically, what is it that makes you escape? Me, I can watch a bunch of old TV shows and binge myself on that and just get lost and get away from what life is on a daily basis. So, escaping life every weekend equals avoiding your goals. So, like I said, instead of going out to a Dodger game or a baseball, football, whatever, you realize how much money it is to take a family of four to a ball game these days. Probably try close to $150. Do you imagine what your parents could have done with that $150? So, and if you're a young adult, let's say the weekend is, I don't know, maybe you go spend a yeah, I don't know, go out and drink with the buddies, everything. Next thing you know, you're spending 25, $30 that you don't need to spend. That 25 or $30 could go, into something else. Hey, if you love playing video games, hey, you can get locked into those and play those all weekend for free. You could eat up 8 hours just playing Fortnite or whatever else, and you get and you save that money because you're not spending that money. There's all kinds of things that you can do to get out of that grind, just to let loose. Weekend spending can erase a week's worth of progress. It sure the heck can. I mean, what you make in a week, you could actually go out there and lose it all on the weekend if you're not careful. So what you want to do is build a life you don't need to escape from. So you need to bring everything back to reality. And like I said, stay home. If you love watching movies, watch the Twilight. Binge yourself on something. Find something that you enjoy and watch every day gum episode. And you can still have fun with discipline. And yeah, learn a new skill. Very good. You can always learn new skills. You can always do anything you want. Get hooked on to investment opportunities. Start looking at real estate. Start looking at stuff you might invest in. Hey, build a YouTube channel. Hey, maybe you like to talk on the radio or on YouTube. Heck, you see people all the time, um, you know, taking like football games and doing their own play by play, and shoot, they get a lot. There's things you can do. You've just got to look at other financial ways. Instead of spending money, find ways to make even more money. Ignoring your money. Good one. What you don't track, you can't grow. Well, a great many people, and I'm going to use an example, a friend of mine. This was some years ago. Used to never check his bank account. Never did. He would go out and he would spend. Well, one day he had about 3,500 in his bank account. One day he went and pulled it up, and there was $5. So where did almost $3,500 go? Well, somebody hacked his account, took his money, and because he wasn't every single day paying attention, it was 3 days later, and there was nothing the bank could do. It had already cleared, went through, and he lost $3,500. That is what you don't want to do. You always want to check and make sure that when you spend money out of your account, that you make sure that everything. So let's say in day one, you purchase some food at a grocery store, you get some gas, and maybe you go to McDonald's. So you did three things and used your debit card three times. So what you do is, after you're done, the very next day, you look onto that bank account and see what you spent and make note of that. And then what you do is, like, avoiding your bank account keeps you broke. It does. But look at those three things and then go, did I really need all three of those? Did I really need to go to McDonald's? I did need gas and I needed to go to the store. So, but did I really need McDonald's. Well, there was $15 that you didn't need to spend. You could have bought the same thing at the store, a TV dinner for $2.95, and had that for dinner. Just a thought. You have to keep your income. You got to keep track, even in your investments. If you have investments, keep it every single day. Check those investments. Make sure, because if you're investing in the stock market, options, whatever, believe me, that market can turn at the snap of a finger. It could be up 500 points. And by the time in an hour you look at it, it's down 600 and you've just lost a ton of money. Set those financial goals. Check the progress. Always be on top of what you're doing. Don't be complacent. Keep continuous eyes on all the money that you use. Trying to look rich. Looking wealthy and being wealthy are not the same thing. Now, had a friend of mine when I was training horses. I'm not going to give his name, but he used to always walk around with a big old wad of money, and I'm talking about a wad that could choke a horse. And so it's what we call it. Oh, I can't remember what. Maybe I'll think about it as we go. Um, and anyway, well, what happened was he had a couple $100 bills on top, and then all the rest were $1 bills. But it made it look like he was carrying like $2,000 worth of money on him when he was really only probably carrying 300. But that's trying to look rich. Open up that wad, let people think, "Oh my, you're rich, you're wealthy." That's the poor man's bank wallet. Okay, it doesn't work, especially nowadays. It doesn't work anymore. So basically, you're looking wealthy, but you're not wealthy, and you don't want to portray that because somebody might check you on it, and then what are you going to do? Somebody might come up to you with an investment and thinking you've got this money, and all of a sudden, oh well, no, and now he figures out you were just lying. So chasing status drains your savings. Yes, it does. If you try to buy things to make people think you're rich, well, guess what? You're not, because you're draining your dang bank account. Most rich looking people are deep in debt. Oh, sure. We call it, at my age, we call it second childhood. We go out and we buy a car, a nice little convertible, so we can impress the girls. And what does that do? Gets you in debt because you bought that car needlessly. It's not doing you really any good. But yeah, you look good and the girls are looking at you. But that wallet, that's kind of not looking too good. So, true wealth equals assets that make money while you sleep. That's what you want to do. So, you want to be sound asleep knowing that if you invested in gold or silver, that gold and silver is making that is up $2 or $3. You're making money while you sleep. You're not even doing anything. That is what about Solus Financial will help you and grow you to do. We want you to make money. We want you to invest money, and we want you not to worry about the money. We'll take care of you. We'll let it roll so that you can relax, do your life, knowing that we're going to be doing investing with you. Don't buy luxury. Build cash flow first. Don't go into debt. Don't try to buy something you can't afford to pay because it just puts you into that debt situation. You don't want that. Guys, you don't want that. You've got to get that cash flow, building that cash flow, get the buy things and resell. Hey, go to the store or something. You might find something there that you can get for 30 cents that normally would be, 75 cents, and then buy a ton of that, then turn around and go online and sell it online for 50 cents and make you some cash. There's always ways to make cash. Go out and mow a few lawns. Look, you go drive by. Hey, ma'am, can I mow your lawn for 10, 15 bucks? Chances are she'll probably say yes. So you edge and mow the lawn for it takes you maybe 45 minutes and you make 15 bucks. Hey, that's cash right in the pocket. Cash to invest. Oh, habit 5. No system, no plan. If you don't control your money, it will control you. No, and that's a very, very accurate statement. So, for example, winging it. staying stuck. Well, winging it means at a whim, you just buy something. You just, toot, toot, toot. Oh, I want that. Boom, you fling $20 out and you buy it. Did you really need it? No, but it's just winging it. It's kind of like what we call ad lib. You need a budget, savings plan, an investment schedule. You need the discipline to follow your money. That's what it's in. It's just, I'm going to beat that like a dad burned dead horse, just over and over and over again. And you have to keep track of all your investments. You have to keep track on what you're doing, and you have to keep track of where your money's going. Because if you don't, your money could disappear. Believe it or not, somebody could steal it. And it's very happy and it's happening. Think about it. With AI and everything that's going on today, it's not going to be hard for anybody to. Can you imagine somebody hacking into Bank of America and now having access to millions and millions of accounts and start, and then it has an automated process where it takes $5 a week out of everybody's page, out of everybody's account? Do you know how many accounts they could probably get away with and they wouldn't even know it? Probably try about 85% of them, because people make the mistake of not checking their banks and checking their money. Automate your money. Pay yourself first every month. Your get your bills taken care of. Get all that crap. Get all the stress stuff. Get that done. Get it out of the way, and then pay yourself by investment. You set a budget on how much you're going to eat a month. Don't go out and eat. Eat at home. It doesn't take long to cook something simple. You're young. For you young people, you're living at home. I'm assuming mom and dad takes care of your food. I mean, maybe some don't. Maybe you have to cook and buy your own food. I don't know your situation, but the fact that you're at home does save you a whole lot of money, because some things you don't have to invest to spend on that you can invest. You got to the young people, especially in high school, that are living at home. Remember this. It's so important. Take advantage of what you've got to build your portfolio, to build your investments, to get yourself set for when you go to college. You can build and work and you have money to go. So you walk into college and let's say, you get a scholarship if you're an athlete or whatever. Well, that's great. Well, you've got like 4 or 5 thousand in investments. So when you get into college, it's like, wow, I don't have nothing to worry about. You get a job and you keep building, but you keep those investments going. Always keep track of those investments. And then again, track your progress and adjust as you grow. Just keep track of what you're doing. Let that money grow, and you'd be surprised. I'm telling you guys, you'd be surprised how quickly money can grow if you do it right and you don't spend it. So, breaking the cycle as we wrap this up, build real wealth. Here at Solus Financial, that's what we're trying to do. Well, that's not what we're trying to do, it's what we're going to do. We want you to build a wealthy portfolio. We're going to help you do that because we know a lot of things about what needs to be done to make money. We have an investment opportunity to where we take care of your money, we invest it, and then you get a percentage of it. You get a percentage of it back, and you don't really have to do anything. So there's a lot of ways to do things to make money to where you don't have to check the progress. We'll let you know every single day that. So what we'll do is we have a Discord account, and we're currently setting that up. We'll have a Discord account. So basically, we can go live or whatever on Discord, and there will be a chat page where you can chat with other peers, other young people, or anybody that's doing the same thing. And what we want to do is we're going to build this huge, huge system to where we have all of our clients, and they can talk to each other. It's a great thing. Every time we make a investment or something, everybody in the Discord channel, oh, we just bought 25 shares of GE, so we're going to sit on that. Everybody will know in the Discord, and everybody can talk to everybody in Discord. What we want to do is we want to build a family. We want to build a huge investment. We want to be just as big as anybody else. Charles Schwab, hey, we're no different than them. We're working on it. We've got that. We've got good people. You've seen Skyler. He's learned his lessons very well, and he's one of you. He's a young person building his portfolio and getting stronger every single day. And that's what we're doing. That's what I want to do. That's what he's doing. We want you to do the same thing. So keep an eye out for the next video, and keep true to yourselves. Keep checking your money, check that bank account, build your wealth, and then we'll talk to you later. Have a fantastic time. Oh, and we didn't have much interruptions. I just said the construction.